And we're inside the mill, as you can tell, here in Millwood. And this is Nathan Stalvey, who's with the Clarke County Historical Society. And you know who I am, Gary Auerbach. I live in Winchester, but I love going up and down the Shenandoah Valley and finding great things to share. So, Nathan, what is going on this weekend at the mill? And this is the Burwell-Morgan Mill, is that right?
That's correct. This is the Burwell-Morgan Mill in Millwood, Virginia. And
so what's happening?
This year is the 27th year of Art at the Mill. And this is our primary fundraiser for the Clarke County Historical Association. And we're seeing over 1,000 works of art from over 200 artists all across the Mid-Atlantic. And the show opens Saturday, April 29th, and runs through Mother's Day, May 14th.
How much does it cost for people to come to see the Art in the Mill show?
It's $5 for adults, $3 for senior, and students are free.
Okay, so students being high school students,
correct, yes.
Elementary, but not the college kids,
not so
right?
much, no.
Okay, they got to pay the $5.
That's correct. They are adults, yes.
Unless they're dressed up in a senior's costume, okay, something like that. So 1,000 pieces of work here, and how many days does it take to actually pull all this art together and to curate it, to hang it? How does
well,
that
it's
work?
A lengthy process. We usually send out our call for art around, for the spring show, we send our call for art out right around the end of January, and so artists have until about the end of February to submit their works for consideration. After that, we have a panel of jurors who oversee the artwork and select which ones make it into the show. And then usually the first or second weekend in April, the first or second weekend in April, the art is brought in. The jury works that were submitted into the show are brought in here to the mill, and installation begins. And the installation process can take up to 3 weeks, and it's working almost every day up here. But it's a lot of work, but it is absolutely fantastic. Our volunteers have been doing this for years, and they do a fantastic job of installing the show.
Well, that was my next question, Nathan. How many volunteers are you going to have over the 2 weeks of this show?
Quite a bit. I mean, it's hard to put a number on it. I mean, we have quite a bit, and we're always looking for more volunteers. So if you're interested in coming up to volunteer at Art at the Mill, please let us know.
Okay, and that's through the Historical Society?
That is correct. The Clarke County Historical
website,
Association. Just
Facebook
come on up here. You
page.
can also go to our Facebook page, our website, clarkehistory.org. You can also call us at the office, 955-2600, or you can just show up here at the Burwell-Morgan Mill in Millwood and say, hey, I'd like to help out.
I'd like to help out. Will there be food trucks or anything like that here on the weekends, or are people?
No, there's no food trucks, but
Okay.
right across the street is the Lock Store. And
Which
they have
is great food.
Great food, and the weather, so far, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful weekend. So if you're looking for something to do that opening weekend of the show, and you're hungry, come on out to the art show, come check us out here at the Burwell-Morgan Mill, grab some lunch across the street at the Lock Store, sit out in our beautiful meadow, and enjoy good weather, good art, and good company.
Nathan, I've been here many times with friends visiting us in Winchester, and we come out here and do exactly that. We walk through the mill, we go to the Lock Store, grab some sandwiches and beverages, and sit out here on the picnic tables. They're a little saggy, but so far they haven't, fallen or anything.
Yeah, they've been around for a while, so it's
probably as old as the mill, right?
Maybe not quite that old, but yeah, they're getting up there.
Very nice. Some of the artwork here, I see price tags are, low hundreds, under $100, but some of them are a few $1,000s, right?
That's correct. We have a wide range of price points from just maybe $20 all the way up to $7,000 and everything in between. So whatever your tastes, there's a little bit of everything for everyone. All price ranges, all styles, you name it. You're probably going to find something here that'll fit your tastes.
Nathan, let's take a little walk through, on this first floor, and then I understand there's more upstairs.
That's correct, yes.
And then when pieces are sold, you're actually able to replace them with
That's
other
correct,
pieces?
yes. As soon as one piece sells, we bring down another piece to fill its spot, so that by the time the show is over, you've seen all the work that has been submitted to the show.
That's amazing. And do people have to take their pieces right then, like when they purchase them? If I come with a check on Saturday, do I have to take it with me, or do I have to come and pick it up in a couple weeks? How does that work?
You don't have to, but we encourage you. If you see a piece you really like and you want to buy it, I would encourage you to buy it, and you can take it with you right there on the spot. We'll pack it up for you, wrap it in bubble wrap, or wrap it in any kind of paper, and you can take it right out of the mill that day.
And what's the variety of artwork here? I mean, I'm seeing a lot of paintings, but there's other things also.
That's
carved
correct.
work.
Yes, we do. We have turned wood, we have pottery, we have oils, acrylics, you name it. It's a lot of media styles, some mixed media as well. So a little bit for everybody.
All right, well, let's take a little walk. Show
All right,
me around.
Fantastic. We'll show off first is this is one of the first places you're going to see when you walk into the door here. And one piece I would like to point out is the image that we're using for a lot of our promotional work. This is Stephen Walker's The Mill at Dusk, and this is the Burwell-Morgan Mill itself.
Wow.
So now you can get a sense of just how the size of it, because sometimes when you see the digital image of it on our promotional materials, you're not exactly sure how big it is, but
right.
you can kind of see the size here. And if we go over here, you can kind of see as you're looking through the first floor that we really utilize all the space that we can. As you can see, we've got sculptures, we've got two-dimensional and three-dimensional works. We even utilize the space over here where the grinding stones are.
I just got to pull it up this way.
Yeah.
These grinding stones are incredible. I know, you know, I've been on a tour here, just the size of them,
Right.
how they figured it all out. Incredible story, isn't it?
It's pretty incredible. And if I would love to show you the grinding stones so people can get an idea of what the mill is about. So if you follow me. So what you're looking at right here, this is our corn stone. This stone has been in use since 1866. This is what grinds the corn at the mill here. We still grind every Saturday in between the art shows. And what you're looking at is history. I mean, this stone right here is about 2,500 pounds.
Wow.
Solid French burr stone. These stones came from a quarry in France in the mid-19th century. So this is a little bit about what the art show does. I mean, the funds from the art show, portion of the funds from the art show go to support the Burwell-Morgan Mill and the upkeep and the maintenance. And it's a lot of work and it's a lot of effort to maintain an 18th century working grist mill.
Just incredible. Does this the art show happens twice a year? Is that right?
That's correct. We have one in the spring and one in the fall. The fall show usually is the first couple of weeks in October, and the spring show always ends on Mother's Day. So if you've got a mother, you'd really like to treat her out, the last day of the spring show is on Mother's Day, so we encourage you to come on out.
Good. Will you be having flowers also for sale then? Because that might be an idea.
No, we don't have any flowers for
okay,
sale that day.
okay.
We have paintings of flowers.
Paintings of flowers. Very nice. Just what Mom wants.
Exactly.
Okay, great. Show us some more, Nathan.
All right.
I'm going to follow him around here. We got another curator, I think.
Actually, Snow, you got a second?
You have a second? Oh my gosh.
We'd like to feature Snow Fielding. This is
Snow
Snow Fielding.
Hi, Snow. My name's Gary Auerbach. I'm doing a story for the Royal Examiner.
You cannot mention Art at the Mill without mentioning Snow Fielding. Snow
Well,
Fielding is the embodiment of this show.
I don't think that's quite true.
Oh,
There's
that's-
a lot of
It
volunteers.
is a
There's
lot
a
of
lot of
volunteers.
volunteers.
It is a lot of volunteers.
But you know, Snow, one of the first questions I asked Nathan was, how does somebody figure out where to hang everything and the space and how they go together? And he said, that's all Snow's work.
Nobody ever really knows.
Uh-huh.
You just fake it.
You fake it?
Yeah.
Excellent.
And
Excellent.
then, oh,
It
well,
works?
that's okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, kind of like that.
How many years of the 27 have you been here doing this?
I think it was,
More than 10?
yes.
Less
Oh,
than
definitely.
20? So you haven't
Wait a
been
minute.
here from the beginning, otherwise
I
you would
was
have
not
said from
here
the
at
beginning.
beginning,
Uh-huh.
in the 90s.
Right,
And
right.
to point out, the first show was only one weekend in October, and it only featured maybe, what was it, 14 artists, I
14,
think? Yeah, 14
yeah. Wow.
artists. Now
And
we're
and
over
they
200.
had ropes that they were hanging the bars on to hang the art on and
That's
things
right.
like that, anything they could.
So things have
And-
changed a
And
little.
it was really a artist co-op,
Uh-huh.
and it's kind of on that base now.
Right,
The
right.
artists are the volunteers are the artists. So
Right.
everybody has a vested interest. And it's good that they pack in and we all feel a community spirit about it.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to welcome them the way you welcome your family, and
Right.
and you want an exchange. You want it to stay that way. The artist appreciation is artists meeting artists that haven't met before, welcoming the new, embracing the old. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. One of the artists wanted to take me out a few years ago for dinner to thank me for the work I've done with the show, with the artist.
Uh-huh.
He says, "You better hurry up because I'm 83. We're not really sure how far this is going to go." It's just so dear, so
Uh-huh.
dear. And then we have the new artist you see on the first frame up there, the creek,
Yeah, okay.
brand new. This is her first professional art show.
Really?
Can you believe this quality?
That's a beautiful piece.
And it really is novice to experience.
And the artist reception happens on the last day, is that right?
No, it's the
No.
middle Sunday.
The middle Sunday, I'm
Last
sorry.
day is Mother's Day.
Last day is Mother's Day. And May 7th will be the artist reception.
Right.
So
Right.
you'll a chance to meet artists here, right?
Well, this particular art reception is going to be later in the day.
Yeah.
But generally, we have it towards the middle, so the patrons love to meet the artists.
I
And
think
it helps
so.
them expand.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
we shift a little this way and that way, trying to get the dance right, and we'll see how this works.
It sounds perfect. Thanks for this
Yeah.
little impromptu, Snow. We hijacked you here, didn't we,
That's
Nathan?
right. Came in right at the right time.
You did.
Can we wander upstairs quickly?
Yeah.
I really want to
Please.
show people where we're headed.
There's a monoprint at the very end.
At the very end.
Right down. Monoprint you can only run through one time,
Mm-hmm.
and it is more difficult than what you just see on the paper, if you know anything about the monoprints.
Okay.
So much going on.
Very cool.
Yeah, you can see I get caught up in.
I know, it's exciting. And it opens on Friday.
That's Saturday.
Saturday.
Saturday. That's
Aha.
correct. April 29th.
Don't come on Friday.
That's right. You,
Okay. Unless you're a special invitation.
So actually, I want to show you
Yeah.
something up here. A couple of things. So as you can see, we utilize this space as well for installation of art. And while people are up here looking at the art, you also can look down onto our water wheel.
Amazing. There it is, spinning
20
around.
feet in diameter. This is what grinds the stones. And as you can see, it does not take much water to spin this giant wheel.
So a lot of upkeep, you said, right?
A lot of upkeep.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
correct.
Skilled craftsmen, woodworkers.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. A lot of it takes a lot. It's a team effort. It really is a
Excellent.
team effort to make this mill go each and every day and each and every year.
All right.
All right, let's take a look upstairs.
Sorry about the quick views of some of the art, but I highly encourage you to come back and look around when you have a chance.
See the wood bowl.
I did see the wood bowls, Snow. I love those.
All right, so we are in the installation process. So you're still going to see some ladders and tables as we're still installing art.
Uh-huh.
But if you take a look right here, you can see really just how we've used this space.
So these walls are like, 12 foot high or something?
I would say they're probably,
Maybe.
well, I don't think they're quite 12 foot high. but
Okay,
close to it.
but I mean, you have, there's a lot of work on the walls.
That is correct.
Amazing.
We have a lot of work on the walls here. If you take a look closely at these walls that the paintings are hanging on, these were installed last summer to give the space a more inviting feel, and it's a
Right.
brighter look than in past
Right,
shows.
right.
So we're really, really excited to have these walls up, and we really think it was the volunteers, our mill volunteers, for getting this wall up, especially Don Wallace. He was very instrumental in getting these walls up installed last summer.
Any particular Clarke County artists that we can look at right here, right now?
There are so many.
So many
There's
here?
So many. It's hard to just point out
Okay.
several, one or two.
Uh-huh.
This really is, as Snow mentioned, a community of artists. I mean, they're
Right.
from everywhere, and it's really amazing to see how much is brought in and such just great quality show after show after show.
So 27 years going, and I heard
27
some of the
years,
story at the beginning. Is the art always inside? Sometimes art shows are outside.
No, we
under
always put it
tents.
inside.
Always inside.
We try. This is an 18th century mill, so it's not going to have the temperature and humidity controls that you usually see in art galleries.
Right.
Keeping it outside would be even more detrimental to the art. Especially, we get a lot of rain in
Yeah,
the spring.
yeah.
So we keep all the artwork inside. Yes.
That's great. Nathan, is there anything else we can quickly tell me about Clarke County Historical Society, other things that are going on? I understand we're going to get the dates right and the prices right. April 29th to May 14th
That's
with a
correct,
reception
yes.
on the 7th. And what time would it open up in the morning?
It opens up at 10 o'clock on Saturdays, and it runs 10 to 6 on Saturdays, and Sunday through Fridays it's 12 to 5.
Okay, so all week you can come.
All week, that's correct.
12 to 5.
That's correct.
Which it's even, close enough to get here on a lunch hour, isn't it?
It is.
A lot
Yeah,
of
it
people
really
who live
is.
in the area, I mean, it took me just a few minutes to run out from Winchester or come up from Front Royal. So even on a lunch hour, you could come up and see some great art.
Right.
And whether you buy something or not, for $5, you're really contributing to keeping this going in our
Absolutely.
community.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Burwell-Morgan Mill has been a part of the Millwood community since 1785.
That's amazing.
And the Clarke County Historical Association, we own and operate the mill, and the mission of the Clarke County Historical Association is to preserve the history of Clarke County and through engaging programs, artifacts, and the upkeep of the mill. And so this is, by having this art show, it helps us fulfill our mission.
Well, absolutely fantastic. I think we've covered everything. You all right with that?
I am.
All right,
Thank you very
say
much.
goodbye.
Bye-bye.